Hall. It's the oldest and also the coldest part of the Palace of Westminster. In my opinion, it's the most interesting part because the most history has accumulated here over the years. So what have we got in Westminster Hall? It was initially built as a banqueting hall. Notice Westminster Abbey just next door. It's no coincidence that that is situated nearby. You'd have your coronation as your king or queen in Westminster Abbey. And coming here to Westminster Hall. Okay, so this is the House of Parliament. House of Parliament has got two names. So it's called the House of Parliament and also the Palace of Westminster. It was originally built as a royal palace. And the oldest remaining part, like I said, is Westminster Hall. This part here, finished in 1097. And then we're going to look at this part, and then St Stephen's Hall. Then we're going to move down to the Royal Apartments and then the House of Lords. The House of Commons is inaccessible to us today because they're already debating in there, they're already in session. What you can see most obviously here, these two towers, one at either end. At the south end you've got the Victoria Tower, named after Queen Victoria, one of our most famous monarchs.
This is our building. By ours I mean all of us. This is one of the most famous buildings in the whole world. It's the building more than any others that in the Second World War the German Air Force was determined to try and destroy it because of its fame, and it's the home of democracy basically, and we take it for granted in our country that you can vote for the people who govern you. But at the moment, you're in a House of Lords committee room. How do you know it's part of the House of Lords? Red. It's red, that's right. The Lords is red everywhere and the Commons is green. All the furnishings are green.
It is being funded by the Heritage Lottery Fund and awards for all, as well as a financial contributions from a number of local trusts.
And most of the people in the area would have worked on or around the estate. We visited Castle, Bromwich Hall and Gardens, the original seat of the Bridgman's family. We were given a guided tour around the walled gardens, which were beautifully designed to not only impress any visitors, but also provide a practical source of food. This would have provided work for many gardeners planting and tending all the vegetables, fruits and plants. We learnt how they managed to grow plants like melons and citrus fruit, which normally require a warmer climate. The family have now given the garden to a trust, and their volunteers showed us around this walled garden so we could see what it would have been like 100 years ago. We had an amazing visit. Nobody got lost in the maze though.
1,500 Spitfire planes were needed. In groups of 4 we will be building air-fixed models of Spitfires. They will be judged by the chairman of the Spitfire Association.
We'll have several performance artists coming to work with us on your presentation/performance, which in our own words and action will tell the story of what we have learned. In July, we will also do several performances of this. One special one will be in the foyer of the ICC in Birmingham, right by the entrance to Symphony Hall.